What's up guys, I'm Chris Doughty, aka Doughtinator. Welcome back to the channel. Most of you wanted a video on how to drive the Lamborghini Huracan. I will make that video, but I'll probably do that on Asylum channel, but those numbers don't add up. That's 101%. Anyway, the Lamborghini Huracan video will be on the Asylum YouTube channel. Make sure you go over there, subscribe to that one, and we're going to get straight into the action now. This is the one that nobody wanted. Starting from pole, I get a great start, and then I finish the race and I take the win. I got a win in a top split lobby on the main account, so that's pretty rare, to be honest. It was a great race, but it probably wasn't high quality all action. So 30 wins on my main account, that's all I've got. I've been playing this game for coming up to 2 years now, and I've only got 30 wins, so it's a tough game, certainly when you don't artificially drop your DR like PG Motorsport. But let's avoid that for now. So we're reserve driver now. This is the main event. This is the bit that everybody wanted to see. I'm going to start in 19th position. I'm going to use that Corvette power to just blow by that RCZ off the line. And already we are one position up going into turn one. I'm going to get on the brakes really quite safely, maybe a little bit too safely. And the RCZ is going to try and fight back on the outside, but he's not going to make that happen. We're going to give him space on the exit. We try to be kind and courteous to our fellow racers out there on the track, but when the elbows come out, we also get our elbows out too. Closing in now to the back of the Spanish driver, now in 17th position. So we're back in the Corvette. The Corvette is such a strong car for this race. I really enjoyed driving it. The top speed is such a huge advantage down the main straight, and it just allows you to a bit of a contact there at the apex. We're going to sneak through on that driver ahead. I think we made up another position with a spun car there, so that's going to work out absolutely perfect for us. Into the hairpin for the first time. Am I considering a move? I think it's a little bit too soon. We think about it, but we just got the brakes nice and safe. There are cars all around us, but we do get through that okay. Into the third section in Fuji Sector 3. I enjoy this section now. I've really got a good flow through here, and I think I have good pace over most of the other drivers in this lobby. This is a top split lobby. Reserve driver from the back, and it looks like wide from Mobius is wide out there in that Nissan GTR. He's always in that Nissan GTR, but he's going to be wide there. We're going to make the move happen. Contact from the driver's ahead, and Mobius cruises across the front of us, and that shows you exactly what the Fuji Sector 3 is all about. So many different lines work out, but that was very unexpected. Caught me completely off guard, and we were lucky not to make contact there. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you've ever seen Mobius 3 drive any car other than the Nissan GTR. So we're going to go safe on the brakes here. We did think about trying to go to the inside, but it's blocked off there. We're going to try and get the turn into this car here. We're going to get a massive block pass there from Wee Lee. That's unfortunate for us. Now we're on the AstroTurf of death, but we managed to get off there, so we lost a huge amount of time, but clearly that was an unintentional mistake. Wee Lee has dropped back and let us take that position back. Huge shout out to you. That's a really significant gesture there, because it's not just giving one position back. We both lost a huge amount of time because of that, and for him to sacrifice that race to let me have that position back, that's a very sportsmanlike move to do. But we're going to carry on and go racing again now. We're to the outside of the French driver now. He does have a bit more speed on us coming into this braking zone. We're going to go to the outside once again. It doesn't look like we're under threat from behind. A bit of contact at the apex there, and another bit of contact. We're going to try and sneak through here. We bumped the Portuguese driver ahead, but luckily not to spin him. And a bit of contact there. We're going to sneak through on the inside here, which is going to be the outside for the next corner. And it's all kicking off really, guys. Sector 3 going 2x2 quite a lot. Contact again from these guys. These are rubbing doors all day long, and we don't really seem to have made any positions, but we haven't lost any positions either. We're going to try and get a drive onto the main straight now. We should have this one done. We are in the slipstream. We've got the Corvette, so we've got a huge amount of power down the main straight. RCZ ahead. I think it was Aston Martin maybe ahead of that. We're lining up this move now. Let's see how this one plays out. To the inside he goes. To the inside we go. 3 wide down the main straight. Are we going to get this move done on the brakes? It looks like we should be able to, as long as we hit our markers. Getting on the brakes now, get the car stopped, and we do make the apex look nicely. Very bit of swaz on corner exit. Oh, onto the death AstroTurf. Would you save that one? If you get on the AstroTurf, it's almost a guaranteed crash. So we were very lucky to get away with that one. Skipping forwards now, closing into the back of Mobius 3. Looks like we've got Bennett ahead now. We've raced him almost all week long. It really great driver to race with. Huge respect when we were out there battling. So how's this one going to play out? We've got Mobius 3 in that GTR looking for moves on the driver's edge. He's going to go to the inside. We're going to go to the outside to try and get the cutback. We have got a drive to the inside of us, which we've just about made contact with, but that Nissan GTR has immense top speeds, so it's going to be interesting down the main straight now to see how this one plays out. Yellow flags ahead. Looks like a car has had an error on the exit of the final corner. That's going to really be hurtful for him. But we're now in the slipstream of that Nissan GTR, and it's just so fast. We've got a really good top speed car, but we're not making any inroads at all. But it's going to kick off on the brakes into turn 1, as it often does at Fuji. I very much know that very well. But Mobius 3 is going to go wide, another car wide on the brakes. And have they lost it? I think they might have crashed on that one. We're now wide with Mobius 3. We're going to back out of this one. It was not sensible to try and hang it on the outside there, so we're going to fall in line. We know Mobius 3's got pace. He always drives that Nissan GTR. He must be very familiar with how that car drives, and it should be a very good car for this track. Certainly when we got to top speed down the main straight. A little bit deep on the brakes for me, so we're going to offset to the outside, and we've got cars just closing into the back of us, so we're not clear. But it might kick off on the run into this hairpin corner here. It's a big braking zone, 3 cars looking for moves to the inside for Mobius 3, and he's going to get that stopped on the brakes, and they're going to go side by side through this section of corners. Are we going to be able to capitalise now? We're going to find a hole now, sneak through, a little bit of swaz, but we keep it under control, and we just need to get the car stopped into the apex. That's just about going to work out for us. Now we're going to go slightly defensive now to make sure that move doesn't get returned, and it looks like cars ahead now. We're going to get swaz. We can't quite keep that under control. We're going to lose a couple of positions now. Just on that curb, just caught the rear tyres, lit up the tyres, and it just didn't work out for us. So we're now back in the pack again. Lap number 4. Are we going to pit? Is it maybe a little bit too early to pit? I think maybe Bennett is going to drop into the pit. So we're going to fall in line with the slipstream train down the main straight. And look at the radar now. It looks like we're getting bump drafted down the straight. Yes, we are. Absolutely fantastic work from the driver behind, helping us to close into these drivers ahead. And on the brakes now, is anything going to happen? A bit wide from just one more go. And we make a little bit of contact on corner exit, but we get that move done. And yeah, we're going to go side by side to the next one. No, everyone falls in line. Oh, contact behind the Finnish driver seems to have an issue. Has thrown it into the corner. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Let me know in the comments below what you think of that one. But looking now, we are going through this long 100R corner into the next corner, the left-hander. Are we going to be throwing down the inside? Just about close him off there. Almost contact on the apex from just one more go. It's a fantastic name. I love names of the alt accounts. They really are superb. I assume that is an alt account. I don't know for sure, but we're going into the braking zone here. Nothing's going to happen to me, but to the inside for the Spanish driver. That's going to be a bit of battling from behind, which gives me some clear track to focus forwards and look towards driver's head. Mobius 3 is looking to the outside of the Swiss driver. Switzerland? Yes, Swiss driver. Now he's going to the outside. We're going to try and sneak down the inside here. We're going to lose the line a little bit. Almost bump him, just trying to avoid contact there, but we do make a little bit of contact, trying to get the wide line to offset, to get the tight line on the corner exit and get a drive off the corner. A little bit of bumping, a little bit of rear quarter banging. We do try and avoid contact with Mobius there, but it's kind of worked out okay, and I think this is going to be my pit lap. Those guys can go and fight. I'm going to drop into the pits, get these medium tyres done, and we're going to come out the pits on some soft tyres. The Race Asylum pit crew go to work changing those tyres on my Race Asylum Corvette. If you'd like to know more about Race Asylum, check out the link below for the YouTube channel, the Discord, all that good stuff. Skipping forwards now, lap number 7. We're on the soft tyres now, closing into the back of Bennett, and we should have pace now to get this move done. We're just working this sector 3 to figure out where we can make the move happen. Now, it's probably not wise to make the move in sector 3 because they can fight back on the main straight now. So we're just trying to position our car so that we have the right gap when we enter the main straight so that we can make the move happen down the straight, and then we should be able to break away. So exactly how I want it to be, just in the slipstream of Bennett ahead now. We have the top speed of the Corvette, so this should be a slam dunk formality, and away we go now. Skipping forwards down to lap number 10, going into the hairpin braking zone. It's kicking off ahead. Someone's gone very deep to the inside, but they've overcooked the corner. Maybe is that two or three wide through there, and this is really falling into my hands now as these guys are starting to battle. And let's just look forward. It's the Spanish driver, British driver, and a Spanish driver ahead now. So it's 2v2, Spain versus Team GB, and we're going to see how this one's going to play out now. We're going to try and position ourselves to be in a striking distance at the end of the front straight, main straight, whatever you want to call it. And it's looking good for us now for our positioning. Down the main straight now, we do have the slipstream from the cars ahead. The Corvette we know has absolute monster top speed. And how's this one going to play out? There are other drivers in the mix now, so it is a slipstream train, 4-car battle down the main straight. Currently in 10th position. Where will we finish up by the end of the race? And we're not quite close enough to strike, but it is kicking off ahead. Cars moving around all over the place. We do get the car stopped. 2 cars go wide. Team Spain just go deep on the brakes. What are Team GB going to do here? It looks like we're going to go 1 and 3 into this next corner here. It looks like we're going to show our nose, but not really commit to that one. Just really trying to just make ourselves known to the Spanish driver ahead. But he's got that Peugeot RCZ, which is very good through this twisty section in Sector 2. So certainly through 100R and this left-hander here, the Peugeot is really good. And it's really good on its tyres as well now. Ours are starting to suffer. We did go for a slightly early pit stop, maybe 1 lap earlier than optimal, but it did allow me to get some undercuts, which put me into the 9th position that we're in right now. What is possible by the end of the race? Are we going to be able to get into that 7th position? Is that a track cut? That has got to be a track cut, but no penalty yet for the driver ahead, and finally gets a penalty. So that's going to be quite significant in the race here, because there's no way that 1 second penalty is going to be a huge cost for him. But what we need to do is we need to look forward. We need to try and race the 7th place driver and get a really good exit to try and not... I'm not sure what the Spaniard's doing there. And really compromise our corner exit onto the main straight. And we're starting to lose touch with 7th place now. So we're going to pass this Spanish driver to gain 8th position. 7th is a long way away. There's only a lap to go and we didn't really close in. So we're going to finish in 8th position, guys. Let me know if you like that video below. Hit that like button, consider subscribing, and also hit that bell icon to be notified whenever we upload a video. Reserve driver, absolutely fantastic race again. I don't think I've had a single bad race all this week. On screen right now, if you want to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Race Asylum YouTube channel. All should be available on screen for you to do, and we'll catch you in the next one.